We're behind the scenes at Audubon Zoo. Join us as we discover what it takes to care for the animals. Plus, I get to feed a bunch of them. Our New Orleans adventure continues right now. Hi, I'm Claire. Join us as we travel the world in search of animal encounters done right and the people who work to save the planet the only way they know how, one animal at a time. Together, we'll discover that everything we do matters, here on Kick-Ass Animal Encounters. Our morning starts at 7 a.m. We're joining the commissary staff delivering food to the habitats for morning feeds. On our rounds, we see parts of Audubon Zoo's extensive green initiatives, orchards and community gardens growing fruits, veggies, and herbs for the animals and even guests to eat, the huge waste composting piles, and a massive recycling program across the campus, to name just a few. Before heading back to the commissary, we make a quick stop at the giraffe house where I get a surprise chance to feed them some alfalfa. Being up close to these huge but delicate and awkward giants is breathtaking. After finishing deliveries, I get hands-on to prep food for the colobus monkeys. There are over 15,000 animals to care for at Audubon, and they each have a specialized diet. Holy yams, that's a lot of eats. We're off to Bamboo Village again, where I get a training course on how volunteers and staff facilitate interactions with ambassador animals, like Azure, the blue-tongued skink. These are wild animals, and knowing how to hold them properly for guests to touch helps keep them safe and calm. We get our biggest lesson in zookeeping with the team at the Louisiana Swamp exhibit, which features native Louisiana wildlife, both big and small. We stop off for a quick feeding session with the raccoons before heading over to visit some big furry friends. This is Erin, another zookeeper here at Audubon Zoo, and we're about to feed the bears.
Yes.
So what's on the menu here?
Today we have some ice pops. So when the weather gets warm in the summertime, usually what I'll do is I'll make these little frozen fruit treats that are made of some more special fruits they don't get all the time in their natural diet. So it's something special that they want to eat, but it's also cold and has electrolytes in it, so it keeps them hydrated and cool in the hot sun.
Awesome. So everything goes in, container and all?
Nope, you pop it out.
Oh, pop it out, okay.
And kind of dump it into your hand.
Dump it in my hand. Oh, look at her sitting up. They know the routine.
You kind of aim kind of behind her so it doesn't fall into the lagoon.
Okay, let's go behind you. Whoop. There you go. And what kind of bears are these guys?
These are Louisiana black bears. We have Camille on the left and Betsy is on the right. They are sisters. They came to us in 2001. They were orphaned cubs, so they were hand-raised here, and we get to keep them on exhibit because they would otherwise be non-releasable. All right, Betsy, so let's go over here and see if she'll fish it out of the tub. Betsy, you ready?
Yes! 6 points. More than 2.
Go get it. You'll find it. And try again, Betsy.
Nice. Nope. Here comes Camille. Bears are awesome. Giving Camille and Betsy their enrichment treats is definitely one of the highlights of our Audubon Zoo experience. After we say goodbye to Erin, Dominique, who we met last week, takes me way behind the scenes with some amazing reptiles.
This is our typical Thursday and Sunday lagoon alligator feeding. It's kind of an all-staff feeding. We come out here all staff because we have a couple of staff members inside as well as some outside to make sure the ones inside are safe. There's no gators sneaking up behind or left or right, or we can manipulate them back here to get them to go where we need them to go so that our people inside are safe.
Okay. And what are we feeding them?
Today we are feeding beef, is what we have here. We also have some nutria.
Nutria is an invasive species in Louisiana that destroys wetland vegetation. The Audubon Zoo uses this sustainable meat source to feed their gators and other carnivores. After teaching us a little bit about nutria, Dominique has a surprise for me.
You want to feed him?
Okay.
Okay, so come back over this way. He's going to hold the pole. You want him to eat the meat more so than the pole, but if he bites the pole, it's okay. So I use PVC. There we go. Look at
awesome.
that. Look at that.
That's cool.
Want to do it again?
And when it comes to reptiles, the main focus
All right, buddy.
survival's concerned is the
Oh, good job.
Oh, good job. He is so proud.
That knocked it.
He's showing off.
That's awesome. Getting to feed an alligator is pretty kick-ass. Feeding animals is obviously the fun part, but the hard work never stops. Prepping, cleaning, moving, assisting with vet checks, it requires a lot of heavy lifting and getting down and dirty. Plus, even the smallest animals can be dangerous, and they're still wild animals. For our safety and theirs, leave the handling to the professionals. Thanks for joining us at one of the leaders in conservation, the Audubon Zoo. Next week, we begin our Kick-Ass Greenhouse series. Everyone knows about the 3 R's, but we'll explore further tips that will literally blow your mind. I want to thank the whole team here at the Swamp exhibit at Audubon Zoo. Thank you guys so much for showing us all these awesome animals and how they feed and how they live here. And hope you guys will come out and enjoy the entire Audubon Zoo and of course say hi to my friends in the Swamp exhibit and some of the animals we've seen here today. We'll see you next time on Kick-Ass Animal Encounters. Bye!